Hi there. In this Microsoft Office PowerPoint video, we're going to take a look at how to create a brand new presentation, add some text, change the theme, choose layouts, as well as use the outline view to add text. So I'm going to fire up PowerPoint. I'm using Office 365. I'll create a new blank presentation, but be aware that we have a bunch of themes available here as well as templates. I'm just going to create a brand new blank presentation. However, when you create a brand new blank presentation, the first blank slide you get is a title slide. So that's a particular layout. So I'm going to quickly copy and paste the content from my text file instead of typing, so you don't have to watch me type. And I'm going to paste that. And notice that I'm not adding any formatting whatsoever as I add my content. You get all of your content in, and then the formatting is basically determined by the theme. So I don't ever mess with any of this unless I want something italicized or bold or something like that. And I'm going to say 10 PowerPoint presentation tips as well. I'm going to create a new slide. So a mistake a lot of people make at this point is they create a brand new presentation. They choose File, New. But to make a new slide, you go to the Home tab on the ribbon and click on New Slide. You can click right on the new slide. That'll give you a new slide, or if you click down here, it'll allow you to pick from a menu a particular layout. So let's just quickly see what this does for us. Another thing about this, you'll see I have an orange outline around this slide. Once we have more than one slide, you'll see that this is the presently selected slide. When I click New Slide, the slide I insert will always go after the one that has the orange outline. So I'm going to click on New Slide, and that gives me a new slide, but notice it's not a title slide. So that by default, the first one that you add, the first slide that you add to your presentation, or that's added for you when you create a brand new presentation, is the title slide. Now I want to use two content because I always like to have a title, some text, and an image in every single one of my slides. Sometimes, however, I'll have a chart or something like that, or a piece of smart art in my slide, and that's the exception to the rule. Then I'll have no text, and I'll just have a big basically a presentation within a presentation. We want to talk about a chart or some smart art. So I'm going to always convert my slides, aside from the very first slide, to two content. So this is where we choose the layout here. If I click on my little drop down here, I can pick up two content. Not comparison, but two content. And I'm just going to close my design ideas. We can look at that in more depth later on. And I'm going to grab some more text from my text file that I provided for this course. So there's my title for it. Again, I'm not formatting anything there. I'm just getting the content in. And then I'll paste this here. And notice it pops up in bullets. So if you have multiple paragraphs in the file that you're using to get your content from, by default you get bullets. You can always turn them off if you like. Now I'm going to add a new slide again. I'm just going to click right on this one here, and notice it gives me the same type that I switched my content to, not the same type it gave me previous. So that's great. So I'm just going to grab all of my text and paste it in, and then we'll look at a couple of little details once I've got that finished. So I'm going to click on this one here and paste. Eventually, in future lessons, we'll add some other content alongside the text. So I'm just going to go through, we have a total of 11 slides, including the title slide. So I'm going to go through and add all of the content to all 11 slides. And then we'll take a look at a couple of additional things. So 1 second. Alright, so I've got all 11 slides, all of the text added to all 11 slides. So if you click through, you'll see that there's a couple of slides here that have subpoints. So by clicking on in the left here, you can select each slide and then see it in this window here. I presently have my ruler turned on, by the way. If you want to turn that off, that's under the View menu and Rulers. And I'm going to go back to my Home menu or tab. So you see this one, these should be subpoints. So if I select those, and on my Home tab, I'm just going to click on this little increase list level. Makes those subpoints, and we have another one like that as well. Those three should also be indented and subpoints. So that's basically adding your content. Again, a very important thing is I'm not formatting anything beyond the structure of the content. I'm not adding any font faces, font colors, italics, bold, changing the font size, any of that. And that's very important when you wish to just switch the style of the presentation. So I'm going to go over to design now, and then we have all of these themes available here. If I click on the little more button, you see we have even more. So I'm going to go with this nice orange one. So you see that it actually picks up, if I click on the font face here, or the title, if I go to Home, you see it's presently using Trebuchet. If I go back to design here, and I choose a different design, go back to Home here, now it's using Corbel. So again, I never choose a font face, I never choose a font, any font styles, color, anything like that. That's all applied when we switch styles. We can build our own style from the ground up, and then at that point you would use various font faces and whatnot, but it's always quite a bit quicker just to add the content and then just change the style. So one quick other thing I want to show you here is we have some different views available. So this one here is Slide Sorter, so if you wish to shuffle any of these around, these are all in perfect order already, so I don't need to, but if you wish to, maybe I'll just quickly show you. I'll put 3 where 4 is and 4 where 3 is. So if I click on that, I could just drag that to shuffle them around. I'm going to put that back. We also have Reading View. So it basically gives you the slide in one big it fills the screen basically, and if you use your arrow keys you can scroll through. And we also have slideshow view. So if I click on slideshow view, my video screen is shrunk so I can see my controls and various things. So you'll see when I click on slideshow view it actually fills the screen. And now when I use my arrows, I can go through, or I can click with my mouse as well. And you can also use your spacebar to go to page through your slides. I'm just going to hit escape, and that leaves my slideshow view, and it goes back to the previous view that I had chosen, which is Slide Sorter. And then I'm going to go back to normal. So normal is what we use to add it mostly. Eventually, again, I'll be adding images. Right now we have text. So that's basically adding content to your presentation, choosing different layout slides, as well as choosing a theme. Thanks so much for watching.